Okay, today's class is on continuation to the recursion functions. Okay, within our previous class, we started the recursive functions and we discussed about the introduction to the recursive functions. Okay, now we'll go through the different other concepts regarding to the recursion functions. Okay. We already seen this recursive functions. Okay, how the recursion process will be done and how different advantages of the recursive functions. Okay. Can you see? Can anybody say what is the disadvantage of the recursive functions? Okay, we already discussed the advantages. Can anybody assume what is the disadvantage of recursive functions?
It takes more time.
Pardon?
Ma'am, it takes more time.
It takes more time. Not time కాదు ఇంకా sorry అంటే whenever you observe the process of the recursion then you'll get the disadvantage also.
It checks all lines of code.
Okay, ఇంకా there is a one more main disadvantage. Whenever the recursion process is executes, for every call of the function it creates a one copy of the function. Okay, that is one copy of the function is stored within the memory, and this copy will be stored in the memory until unless the function is not closed. Okay, that is, say for example, if you are repeating a recursion for 10 times, okay, then it creates a 10 copies of that functions in the memory. సో మనం ఏ ఫంక్షన్ అయితే మనం రికర్షన్లో ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేస్తున్నామో, okay, that function will be created 10 copies in the memory. Okay, and these copies will be remained in the memory until unless you are coming back to that particular function and you are close the function. అంటే ఆ ఫంక్షన్ ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ కంప్లీట్ అయ్యి ఆ ఫంక్షన్ క్లోజ్ అయ్యేంత వరకు ఆ ఫంక్షన్ మెమరీలో అలాగే ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, బికాస్ ద ఫంక్షన్ ఈజ్ టు బి క్లోజ్డ్. Okay, that is closed whenever the related function of the next call is to be completed. సో అది ఓపెన్ చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్తోంది అన్ని ఫంక్షన్స్. అగైన్ whenever it is closing all the functions, whenever the termination condition is reached, okay, then only the functions will be closed and functions will be deleted from the memory. So until unless the functions has to be remained in the memory. Okay, so that it takes a more memory space compared to the iterative statements. Okay, because it has to store the complete function copy in the memory. Okay, not only storing the variables, it has to store the complete function as a one copy in the memory, so that it takes a more memory space compared to the iterative statements. Okay, but it takes a less time and it takes a less processing also, and it also reduces the length of the program also. Okay, compared to the iterative statements, recursion, it reduces the length. Okay, and there is a benefit is keeping the values of the functions. Okay, మనకు ఫంక్షన్ వాల్యూస్ ఒక ఫంక్షన్ నుంచి ఇంకో ఫంక్షన్ ఎగ్జిట్ అవుతూ ఉంటే ఫంక్షన్ వాల్యూస్ ఉండవు. Okay, but in the recursion we can maintain that values and we can use that values whenever you are coming back to the functions. Okay, that advantage is there. Okay, these are used mainly within the data structures. సో ఫర్దర్గా మీకు అడ్వాన్స్డ్గా వచ్చే డేటా స్ట్రక్చర్స్లో ఎక్కువగా రికర్షనే యూజ్ చేస్తాం. Okay, using the recursion, even with a one line of a code also you can complete this factorial. Okay, మీరు lambda functions లో just n into n equals to n into factorial of n minus 1, only you can write this one to calculate the factorial. Okay, you need not to have the multiple lines. సింగిల్ లైన్తో కూడా మనం ఈ రికర్షన్ తోటి కోడింగ్ని కంప్లీట్ చేయొచ్చు. Okay, this is the example we have seen to find the factorial of a given number. For this, without using the iterative statements, I will give the one termination condition. Okay, based on the termination condition, we can return a value. Okay, otherwise we can call the function for number of times. Okay, while calling the function, we will pass the updated value. Okay, either it may be the increment value, or maybe the decrement value, or maybe the division value or multiplication value. You can send any form of the updated value. Okay. So using that updated value, it calls the function again, so that it creates one more copy of the function and stores the parameter values and executes the function. Okay. Okay, next. So we'll see the other examples of the recursion. Okay. Okay, this is the example is to display the numbers from the lower value to the upper value. That is, we'll give the one lower value, that is a starting value, and upper value. Okay, if within that range, you need to display all the values. Okay, so the function is display range. Okay, and lower is the first parameter, upper is the second parameter. Okay, if lower is less than or equals to the upper, okay, then we need to print the lower value and call the same function, that is display function call again, okay, with the updated values of the your lower and upper. Okay, say for example 1 is the lower value and 10 is the upper value. Okay, will be for the next call the lower has to be incremented. Okay, that is lower has to become the 2. Okay, then it prints a 2. Okay, again you will be called that with the 3 and upper value, 4 and upper value, 5 and upper value, 6 and upper value. That is, you will be increment the lower value to reach to the upper position. Okay, so whenever this condition becomes false, that is lower becomes a greater than the upper value, okay, then it exits from this function. Okay, so here we need not to return any value because we need to display the value, so we need not to return any value. Okay, so this is only the 2 lines of the code. Okay, just display the value and call the function again. Okay, so whenever this condition becomes a false, then it exits from the function. Okay, that will be treated as the termination of the function. Okay, and it go to its previous call. Okay, previous call ki veltundi, and from there also it exits from the function. Okay, and next another example is to find the sum of the elements from the given lower value to the upper value. Okay, as same as the factorial, you can find out the sum of the values just by incrementing the lower value to reach up to the upper value. Okay, and add the each and every time the lower value to the next value. That is, the previous lower value is added to the some function return value. So summation of lower plus 1, that is increment the lower value and give the upper value. So initially you have the lower as the 1 and upper as the say 10. Okay, for the next call, okay, lower becomes a 2 and upper is the same 10. In the next call, lower becomes a 3 and upper becomes the 10. So like this, it every time it calls the function, and whenever the lower becomes a greater than or equals to, okay, so greater than the upper, whenever lower becomes a greater than the upper, then it returns the 0. Okay, so from the last call, that is whenever the lower becomes 11 and upper is the 10, okay, then it returns the 0. Okay, so 0 will be substituted here, and it adds to its previous lower value. The previous lower value will be the 10. So 10 plus 0. Okay, okay, this is returned to its previous call. Okay, there you have the 9 as the lower value, and your returned sum value is 10. So 9 plus 10. Okay, this is returned to its previous call. So there you have the lower value is 8 and returned sum value is 19. So 19 plus 8. This is returned to its previous call. Okay, there the lower value is a 7 and its returned value is 27. 27 plus 7, 34. Okay, like this every time it adds a lower value of that particular function with the returned sum value of the next call. Okay, నెక్స్ట్ కాల్లో ఏదైతే సమ్ వాల్యూ ఫైండ్ అవుతుందో ఆ వాల్యూ రిటర్న్ అవుతుంది ప్రీవియస్ కాల్కి, అండ్ ఇన్ దట్ ప్రీవియస్ కాల్ ఇట్ యాడ్స్ ద ప్రెసెంట్ లోయర్ వాల్యూ విత్ దట్ సమ్ వాల్యూ. Okay, these are the another two examples of the recursion. Okay, note down these two examples. One is to display the values from the lower value to the upper value, and another one is to find the sum of the values from lower to upper. Okay, this is over.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, shall we move to the next slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, these two are the two different programs, amma. Okay, single ga rasi execute cheyochu. Otherwise, you can write in the two different files. Okay, here there is only function. We didn't have a function call, so you need to call the function. Display ring and చెప్పి 10 lower value upper value ఇచ్చి call చేయాలి function ని. Okay, and this is also the same summation and you need to pass the lower value and upper value. Okay, then it will be executed. Okay, only here the function is given, you need to call that function. Okay, okay, next we will see how to trace the recursive function. Okay, tracing of recursive function. Okay, tracing is nothing but we want to see that okay, what are the values are going to change in each and every execution of the recursion. That is, in each call of the recursion and the function. Okay, if we want to see that the values changes in that recursion process, okay, then you can go for tracing. Okay, here the tracing is nothing but especially you need to print that values. Okay, whatever the values are there in the present call of the function, okay, you need to print all those values. Okay, then you will be get the present values of the call, each call of the function. Okay, the same summation function is given here, the lower value and upper value and some margin value. Okay, margin is nothing but okay, up to what you want to increment it. ఓకే, అంటే ఏ ప్లేస్ వరకు, అంటే ఏ వాల్యూ వరకు మీరు ఆ వాల్యూని మూవ్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నారు. Okay, this is actually for margin is here used for printing of the values. సో అంటే ఇక్కడ మనకి ప్రింటింగ్లో మన స్క్రీన్ బిగినింగ్ నుంచి ఎంత స్పేస్ తీసుకోవాలి. ఓకే, సో ఇనిషియల్లీ ద మార్జిన్ వాల్యూ విల్ బి ద 0 ఆర్ సంథింగ్ and every time it will be increment. Okay, this is actually we are making a multiplication of a spaces. Okay, so మనకి ఎన్ని స్పేసెస్ కావాలి అనేది ఆ స్పేసెస్ multiplication of spaces will be printed here. Okay, this is the 2 spaces and here it is the 3 spaces and here it is the 4 spaces and here it is the 5 spaces. Okay, like this. Again it has to decrement the spaces. Okay, 4. Here it is the 3 and here it is the 2 spaces and there is a 1 space here it's pending. Okay, so for this printing of this we are using a margin value. Okay, here the blanks is the variable. Okay, is a string variable. Okay, initially we are taking a 1 space, okay, into margin. Okay, there with the initial value, say for example initial value of a margin is 2, then 2 into spaces. Okay, that is 2 times the space is to be repeated. Okay, so here the asterisk symbol whenever it is used in the strings, okay, it makes a repetition. Okay, a repetition of the character. Okay, so the space character is repeated for number of times the margin value. Okay, then print the blanks, that is the spaces, then print the lower value, comma, print the upper value. Okay, first print the spaces, then print the lower value, then print the upper value. Okay, if lower is greater than the upper, then print the blanks and 0. You need to print the 0 and you will be return the 0. So whenever the lower value becomes a greater than the upper value, okay, here you can observe initially lower value is 1, then it is incremented to 2, then it is incremented to 3, then it is to 4, then it is to 5. Okay, whenever it is incremented to 5, then it becomes a greater than the upper value. Upper value is 4 and it's incremented to 5. So lower value becomes greater than the upper value. So you will be print the, in the next call you will be print the 0 and return the 0. Okay, 0 will be returned for next. At the same time, this is the while calling the function. Okay, these are the values while moving forward, and whenever it is moving backward, then we need to make the sum of the values. Okay, this 0 is returned to its previous call. Okay, there 0 is added with the 4. 0 plus 4. So you'll get the sum value is 4. Okay, now this 4 is returned to its previous call. Okay, previous call is lower value is 3. So 3 plus 4. So I'll get the 7 sum value. Okay, it's 7 is returned to its previous call. So 7 plus the previous call lower value is 2. So 2 plus 7, it's a 9. Okay, 9 is returned to its previous call. So 9 up to this 9 plus 1. Okay, so final value is 10. Okay, so again this 10 is returned to its your actual program. Okay, so there again you can print the your required sum value, otherwise you can leave it. Okay, so ante malli mana once again our result ni main program return chestam, there it prints once again the value. Okay, this is while calling of the functions and opening of the functions, and this is closing of the functions. Just by returning a values, it closes the function. Okay, and it's each and every returned value is used in the previous function for addition of the value. Okay, okay, this is the tracing of the recursion process. Okay, the same summation program. Okay, just here we added 2 statements is to print the blank spaces and to print the lower and upper values, and another one is to print the sum value. Okay, 3 lines are added to trace the recursion process. Okay, so note down the this same function for the tracing of a recursive function. Okay, put the side heading as tracing a recursive function. Tracing a recursive function. This is used to display the values in each call of the recursive function. In each call of the recursive function. I'm just rewriting the same function. B is for blanks, L is for lower, U is for upper. Okay. So B equals to space, one space. Okay, this is to be for sorry. It's a margin. Okay, the number of spaces are required to display. Okay, here initially we need to print the blank spaces, lower value and upper value. Next, check the condition. If lower is greater than the upper value, then you need to print the blanks. Then you need to print the blanks and the 0. Next, return the 0. Else. This is equals to lower plus sum of L plus 1 comma upper value comma margin plus 4. Next, print the summation value, that is with the blank spaces and your S value, and also return the S value. Okay, here I will call that print sum 1 comma 10 and initial margin value as say for example 1. Save the program and we'll execute this. Okay, these are your values. Initial margin space is 1 space. Okay, and initial values are 1 and 10. Lower value is 1, upper value is 10. Next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, whenever the lower value becomes greater than the upper value, then return the 0, and from here the termination condition is reached. Okay, so that it closes the 1 by 1 function by returning some value to its previous call. 0 is returned to its previous, then 10 is returned to its previous, then 19, 27, like this. Okay, finally we'll get the sum of 1 to 10 values is 55. Okay, okay, this is the tracing process of the recursive function. Okay, note down this example. Okay, is all of you completed this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, I'll move to the next. Okay. Okay, this is uh, calling multiple times the same function. Okay, that is recursively calling the function within the recursion. Okay, we can say it as calling a function recursively within the recursion process. Okay, or we can also call it as more than once the recursively calling the function. Okay, so or we can also call it as recursive, using the recursive definitions to construct the recursive functions. Okay, that is we are using a definition of the recursive definition to construct the another recursive function. Okay, simply we can call this as calling a function within the recursion process. Okay, so already it is in the recursion process. When in that you are creating a one more recursion process. Okay, one more recursion process is created within that. Okay, the best example is Fibonacci series. Okay, this is the example of Fibonacci series. Okay, so I think all of you had idea of a Fibonacci series. Okay, Fibonacci series is like say for example initially you have the two values, say for example 0 and 1. Okay, and then we will get a will get a third value from this two values. 0 plus 1 is a 1, and 1 plus 1 is the 2, and 1 plus 2 is the 3, 3 plus 2 is the 5, 5 plus 3 is the 8, 8 plus 5 is the 13. So like this we have the multiple values. These will call it as the Fibonacci series. Okay, so in this we require every time the two values are required. Okay, the two values is to be added to get the third value. Again for the next value, the second value becomes the first value and third value becomes the second value. Okay, second value becomes the first value and third value becomes the second value. Okay, addition of these two values will get the again the next value. Okay, so initially we can consider, say for example this as the A and this as the B. So we will get the C as a addition value. Okay, for the next time we'll be make the B as the A, C as the B, and then we'll get the next value. Again the second value becomes as the first value and third as the second value. Then we'll get the next third value. Okay. So like this we will need to make a, every time we need to generate the two values. With that we can create a third value. Okay. So for that generally the Fibonacci is used like this. So FIB of n is equals to 1 whenever the n becomes the 1 or 2. Okay. Here the Fibonacci series is starting from 1 and 2. Okay. So initial values as 1, 2 ga తీసుకొని చేస్తున్నా. So if you are specifying this condition as n equals to 1, n equals to 0 and another value, or n equals to 1. Okay, then your Fibonacci series starts with the 0 and 1. Okay. So it's your requirement. You can specify it as 1, 2 or 0, 1. Okay, these are the initial values, and this is also the same termination condition for your Fibonacci series. Okay, so whenever the n becomes a 1 or n becomes a 2, then you want to return your Fibonacci value as the 1. Okay, so if the n value is a 2 or n value is a 1, it returns the value 1. Okay. Okay, because the Fibonacci series up to the 1 is, there is only 1, because 0, 1, 0 plus 1, 1 అవుతుంది. and 2 వరకు Fibonacci series, that is we can call it as second this is not sorry okay, this is the nth Fibonacci number. Okay, this program is for nth Fibonacci number. Okay, not to generate the Fibonacci series. This is to find out the nth Fibonacci number. Okay, nth Fibonacci number is this is the 0, this is the first Fibonacci number, this is the second Fibonacci number, third one, fourth number, fifth number, sixth number, seventh number, eighth number. అంటే Fibonacci series లో ఉన్న each and every number if it is given a number, that is a position కనుక మనం స్పెసిఫై చేస్తే okay, then you will be have the first and second and third like that. Okay, so whenever you are giving a n value is a 1, okay, your first Fibonacci number and second Fibonacci number, okay, here it is taking it as a 1, okay, so that your Fibonacci series is like this. సో మేము ఇక్కడ ప్రోగ్రామ్లో అస్యూమ్ చేసుకున్న Fibonacci series ఇది 1 1, addition result is 2 3 5 8 13. Okay, so your first Fibonacci number is this, second Fibonacci number, third Fibonacci number, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Okay, so if the n value is the 1 or n value is the 2, then it has to return the Fibonacci number as 1. Okay, so n1 అయినా n2 అయినా మనకి Fibonacci number గా 1 అనేది ఇస్తుంది. If n is the 3, then you will get the Fibonacci number is 2. If n equals to 4, 5, 3. n equals to 5, 5. n equals to 6, 8. n equals to 7, 13. సో అంటే ఆ పర్టికులర్ ప్లేస్లో ఉన్న Fibonacci number కావాలి మనకి. ఓకే, so for that the code is like this. If n is not equals to 1 or 2, okay, then it has to add its previous 2 values. The previous 2 positions లో ఉన్న values ని add చేయాలి. So FIB of n minus 1, FIB of n minus 2. Say for example, if the n is given as 3, n కనుక 3 ఇస్తే, then this is that is this position value is the addition of n minus 1, that is n equals to 2 value, and n minus 2, that is the 3 minus 2 అంటే 1. So n equals to 1 and n equals to 2, that is second Fibonacci number and first Fibonacci number. Okay, addition of these two is the third Fibonacci number. Okay, so this we are giving the recursive call of Fibonacci of n minus 1, Fibonacci of n minus 2 is the result of Fibonacci of n. Okay, if the n is greater than the 2. Okay, this is the coding for that. Okay, this is a simple call, but మనకి ఇంటర్నల్గా ఇది కాల్ అయ్యే ప్రాసెస్ చాలా లెంతీ ఉంటుంది. Okay, so here n equals to n is less than the 3, that is nothing but n is 1 or 2. Okay, then it has to return the 1, else it returns the FIB of n minus 1, FIB of n minus 2. Okay, once we will check this process. Okay, so initially we will take some n value, and from there we will start it. Okay, take the initial n value as, say for example, 6. Okay, n is a given that is initially whenever you call the Fibonacci function, the n is given as 6. Okay, so n is not less than the 3, so it comes to this particular return part. Okay, return FIB of n minus 1 plus FIB of n minus 2. So FIB of n minus 1 is, okay, FIB of n minus 1 is 6 minus 1, it's a 5. plus FIB of n minus 2. Okay, that is
4.
6 minus 2 is the 4. Okay. So now within this, it has to call the one function first. Okay. So ante ee addition operation lo FIB of n minus 1, n minus 2 and 2 function calls unnai. Okay, first it substitutes the values. Okay, then it has to call the any one function. Okay, so from left to right కానీ otherwise right to left కానీ. Okay, so మనకి ఉన్నది ఒకటే ఆపరేటర్ కాబట్టి ఫస్ట్ ఇట్ పెర్ఫార్మ్స్ ఫ్రమ్ ద లెఫ్ట్ టు రైట్ పెర్ఫార్మ్ చేస్తుంది. సో ఇట్ హ్యాస్ టు కాల్ ద FIB ఆఫ్ 5 ఫస్ట్. ఓకే, సో ఇది ఇలాగే ఉంటుంది. n ఈక్వల్స్ టు 6 దగ్గర మనకి ఈ ఫంక్షన్ కాల్ జరిగింది. సో దీంట్లో FIB ఆఫ్ 5 విల్ బీ కాల్డ్ ఫస్ట్. ఓకే, దిస్ ఇస్ ఇన్వోక్డ్ ఫస్ట్. సో whenever it calls it, again it checks the n is not less than the 3. So FIB of n minus 1 and FIB of n minus 2. So for this, okay, again FIB of n minus 1, 5 minus 1 is 4 plus FIB of 5 minus 2. Okay, so FIB of 3. Okay, within that it calls it again. Okay, first one will be called. So FIB of 3 plus FIB of 2. Okay, next it calls this one. Next we will get the FIB of 3 minus 1, 2 plus FIB of 1. Okay, next it calls this FIB of 2. Okay, now your n value is 2. So it returns the value is 1. Okay, n is less than 3 అయితే it returns the 1 కాబట్టి. So it returns the 1 to here. Okay, so this will be substituted with the value 1. Okay, plus now it calls the FIB of 1. Okay, now here it is n equals to 1. So it returns the 1. Okay, so here it is substituted with the 1 value. So 1 plus 1, 2. 2 is returned to its previous call. Okay, now this FIB of 3 is replaced with 2. Okay, now it calls the FIB of 2. Okay, this will be invoked again. Okay, so again you will get the FIB of, sorry, here it is n is the 2. So it returns the 1. Okay, it returns the 1. So it is substituted with 1. 2 plus 1, it's a 3. 3 is returned to its previous call. So here it is 3. Okay, so now it has to call the FIB of 3. FIB of 3 is invoked. So you'll get the FIB of 2 and FIB of 1. Okay, it calls the FIB of 2 and FIB of 1. Okay, these two values are FIB of 2 is 1, FIB of 1 is 1. So 1 plus 1, 2. So it is returned to its previous call. So this is substituted with 2. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 is returned to its previous call. Okay, so FIB of 5 is 5. Now it has to call the FIB of 4. FIB of 4 is again FIB of 3 plus FIB of 2. Okay, without writing a more again, we'll see that FIB of 3 is already, we know that it's a 2. Okay, ఇక్కడ మనకి FIB of 3 is 2 వచ్చింది కాబట్టి here it will get the FIB of 3 is the 2, FIB of 2 is 1. 2 plus 1, 3. Okay, this is returned to its previous call. So 3 with 2 plus 1, 3. So 5 plus 3, 8. So 8 is returned to your main, that is your actual first call of the FIB function, 8. Okay, this is actually the process will be done in the recursion. That is, every recursion process, it is generating another recursion process. Okay, so recursion process lopala inkoka recursion process start ayi execute avutundi. Okay, so finally you will get the value as 8. Okay, so your final sixth value of the Fibonacci series is 8. Okay, that is because 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. This is the sixth Fibonacci number. Okay. This is your sixth Fibonacci number that will be returned. Okay. So note down this example for the nth Fibonacci number. Generating the nth Fibonacci number using recursion. Generate nth Fibonacci number using recursion. Cases process is understand? Is this process is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, note down this function example for the nth Fibonacci number. Okay, just I want to trace it. Okay, ఒక్కసారి ట్రేస్ చేసి చూద్దామని ట్రై చేస్తాం. Okay, sixth Fibonacci number. Okay, I want to print the sixth Fibonacci number. Okay, I will run it. Okay, initially it's a 6, then 5, then 4, then 3, 2. Okay, so 2 వచ్చినప్పుడు it returns the value 1. Okay, again now it calls a 1. Okay, 1 తో కాల్ చేస్తుంది. Again it returns the 1. Okay, then the 1 plus 1, 2 is returned to its previous call. Okay, then it calls a Fibonacci of 2, so that it returns the 1. Okay, so 2 plus 1, 3. 3 is returned to its previous call. Okay, so in that previous call, it calls again Fibonacci of 3 and then Fibonacci of 2. Okay, 2 return value is 1. Okay, so and again it calls with the 1. So its return value is 1. 1 plus 1, 2 is the return value. And 2 plus this 3. This 3 and 2. The 3 plus 2 return value is 5. Okay. Then its previous call, the Fibonacci of 4 will be called. Okay, then it reduced to 3, then it reduced to 2. Then it returns the value 1. Okay. Then it calls a Fibonacci of 1. Then it returns the value 1. 1 plus 1, the value is 2. 2 is returned. And in the previous call, it has to call the Fibonacci of 2. Okay. Fibonacci of 2 call avutundi. Then it returns the value 1. Okay. So the output is 2 plus 1 is the 3. And 3 plus this 5 is the 8. So 8 is returned. Okay. So ఇక్కడ కొంచెం స్పేసెస్ స్పేసెస్ కొంచెం రాంగ్ వచ్చాయి. బట్ బ్యాక్వర్డ్ కాల్ ఇది. మీకు బ్యాక్వర్డ్ కాల్ ఇక్కడ రిటర్న్ అవుతున్న సమ్ వాల్యూ ఇది. అండ్ ఫార్వర్డ్ కాల్ వచ్చి ఇలా వచ్చింది. అంటే ఫార్వర్డ్ కాల్ ఇలా స్లాంట్గా రావాలి, అది రాకుండా ఇలా వచ్చింది. మేబీ నేను కాల్ చేయడం రాంగ్ వచ్చినట్టుంది. సో మీరు నార్మల్గా ఈ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ పీపీటీలో ఉన్న ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నోట్ చేసుకోండి. ఈ 3 lines చాలు. These 3 lines and the DEF FIB of n. Cases is over. Complete
Yes,
ayinda?
ma'am.
Okay. This is another example, okay, where we can see the recursion process within the sentence structure. Okay, that is whenever we are constructing a sentence, okay, or whenever we are going through the sentence, okay, the structure of the sentence is evaluated based on the recursion process. Okay, these are the examples in your textbook. మీకు నేను షేర్ చేసిన టెక్స్ట్ బుక్లో మీకు సిలబస్లో ఉన్న టాపిక్లో ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ఇవి. Okay, we'll see that is these are all the applications of the recursion అన్నమాట. సెంటెన్స్ స్ట్రక్చర్ కానీ అదర్వైజ్ కన్స్ట్రక్టింగ్ ద రికర్సివ్ ఫంక్షన్స్, ట్రేసింగ్ ద రికర్సివ్ ఫంక్షన్. Okay, these all are the applications of the recursion. Okay, so I will see this example once. Okay, the function name is the noun phrase. Okay, the function purpose is it has to return the noun phrase, okay, which is has a like article followed by a noun. Okay, whenever a noun is followed by an with the followed of article, then it has to return that noun phrase. Okay, and an optional prepositional phrase. Okay, optionally it can also send the prepositional phrases. Okay, so ante noun pakkane immediate ga article ganaka unte, okay, then it has to return it. Okay, it's a phrase is taken from the articles. Okay, so ikkada articles and nouns anevi actually ga manaki built in unnayi. Built in Python lo meeku ee two that is a set of lists, built in lists ivi articles and nouns anevi built in lists. Otherwise we can create our own list also. So mana own ga mana articles nouns ane list మనం క్రియేట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ప్లస్ ఇవి built in already available లో ఉన్నాయి. articles nouns అనే లిస్ట్ available లో ఉంది. ప్రెజెంటేషన్ సపోర్ట్ చేయట్లేదు. యాక్చువల్గా మనకి న్యాచురల్ లాంగ్వేజ్ ప్రాసెసింగ్ ప్యాకేజ్లో ఈ లిస్ట్ అన్నీ అవైలబుల్ ఉంటాయి. ఆర్టికల్స్, నౌన్స్, ప్రిపోజిషన్స్ ఇవన్నీ న్యాచురల్ లాంగ్వేజ్ ప్రాసెసింగ్ ప్యాకేజెస్లో అవైలబుల్ ఉంటాయి. సో ఆ ప్యాకేజ్ లేదు కాబట్టి మేము సో ఐ విల్ క్రియేట్ ఒక చిన్న లిస్ట్ని మనం క్రియేట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. It randomly selects the article from article. So random dot choice of article, it selects the random value from the articles list. Okay, and also it selects the one noun from the nouns list. Okay, so nouns list లోంచి ఒక noun ని, articles list లోంచి ఒక article ని random గా సెలెక్ట్ చేస్తుంది. సెలెక్ట్ చేసి మిడిల్ లో స్పేస్ తోటి కంకాటినేట్ చేస్తున్నాం. Okay, so here we are finding a probability value. Okay, so it will generate the one random value in between the 1 and 4. Okay, that is probability of having these two article in noun. అంటే ఈ రెండు ఎంత ఉండొచ్చు ప్రాబిలిటీ అనేది చెక్ చేసుకుంటాం. సో ఫర్ దట్ వీఆర్ టేకింగ్ 1 to 4. ర్యాండమ్గా ఏదో ఒక వాల్యూ జనరేట్ అవుతుంది. సో వెన్ ఎవర్ ఇట్ జనరేట్స్ ద వాల్యూ 1, okay, then we need to return a value as phrase plus prepositional phrase. Okay, phrase, that is whatever the phrase which is generated here plus prepositional phrase.
ఇది
The
మొత్తం
prepositional
దొరద
phrase is
పడుతుంది.
the phrase selected from here. There's a function. The prepositional phrase is selected from here. Random dot choice of prepositions. It selects the one preposition from the list. Okay. Plus it calls the noun phrase function. Okay. So from the noun phrase function, it takes a phrase and that is added with the prepositional phrase, and that is returned to its this particular place. Okay, you can observe here. Here we have two functions. One is a noun phrase function, and another one is the prepositional phrase function. Okay, prepositional phrase function. Okay, here from the noun phrase we are calling the prepositional phrase, and within the prepositional phrase again we are calling the noun phrase. Okay, so ikkada manaku prepositional phrase ni noun phrase lo call chestunam, and prepositional phrase lo noun phrase function call chestunam. So interdependent ga two functions call avutunnayi. Okay, first function lo second function call avutundi, second function lo first function call avutundi. Okay, this is the one type of a recursion process. Okay, where without calling only the same function, we can recursively call the two functions as a repeated. Okay, as a recursive. అంటే రిపీటెడ్గా ఈ టూ ఫంక్షన్స్ కంటిన్యూస్గా కాల్ అవుతూ ఉంటాయి. ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఇస్ ద ప్రాసెస్ హియర్. ఓకే, ఫస్ట్ ఇట్ టేక్స్ ద ఫ్రేజ్ అండ్ కాల్స్ ద prepositional function. Okay, from this it takes the prepositional phrase and it calls the noun phrase function. So noun phrase function again మళ్ళీ ఒక కాపీ noun phrase function క్రియేట్ అయ్యి ఆర్టికల్ నౌన్ తీసుకుంటుంది. సో ఆర్టికల్ నౌన్ తోటి అగైన్ ఇట్ చెక్స్ ద ప్రాబిలిటీ ఈజ్ 1. ప్రాబిలిటీ 1 కాకపోతే ఇక్కడ ఈ ఫ్రేజ్ రిటర్న్ అవుతుంది. అంటే మీకు 1 to 4 మిడిల్లో ర్యాండమ్ నంబర్స్ 1 కానీ 2 కానీ 3 కానీ 4 కానీ ఏదైనా రావచ్చు. సో 1 కాకుండా రిమైనింగ్ ఏ నంబర్ జనరేట్ అయినా సో ఫ్రేజ్ రిటర్న్ అవుతుంది. ఆ ఫ్రేజ్ అనేది మనకి ప్రిపోజిషనల్ ఫ్రేజ్లోకి వస్తుంది, అది ఇక్కడ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, అగైన్ విత్ దిస్ టోటల్ ఫ్రేజ్ ఇట్ సెండ్స్ బ్యాక్ టు ఇట్స్. ఓకే, 1 అయినప్పుడు మాత్రం ఈ టోటల్ ఫ్రేజ్ని మనం నౌన్ ఫ్రేజ్ ఫంక్షన్కి రిటర్న్ చేస్తుంది. ఓకే, ఇన్ ద రిమైనింగ్ ఆల్ ఇట్ రిటర్న్స్ ద ఫ్రేజ్ ఫ్రమ్ ద నౌన్ ఫ్రేజ్ ఫంక్షన్. నౌన్ ఫ్రేజ్ ఫంక్షన్ నుంచి మనకి ఫ్రేజ్ రిటర్న్ అవుతూ ఉంటుంది. సో 1 అయినప్పుడు మాత్రం ప్రిపోజిషనల్ ఫ్రేజ్ నుంచి ఫ్రేజ్ తీసుకొని దాన్ని మనం నౌన్ ఫ్రేజ్తో కంబైన్ చేస్తాం. ఓకే, this is the interdependency function, interdependency based recursion. Okay, so if you note down this example, and I think you have executed example okati raaddamu. Already time complete ayindi. Okay, once you try to create a 3 lists, articles list okati, nouns list ఒకటి క్రియేట్ చేయండి అండ్ ప్రిపోజిషన్స్ లిస్ట్ ఒకటి క్రియేట్ చేయండి. ఓకే, సో 3 లిస్ట్ని గ్లోబల్గా క్రియేట్ చేయండి. అదర్వైజ్ యూ కెన్ క్రియేట్ విత్ ఇన్ దిస్ ఆల్సో. ఈ నౌన్ ఫ్రేజ్ ఫంక్షన్లో జస్ట్ క్రియేట్ ద 2 లిస్ట్ యాజ్ అన్ ఆర్టికల్స్ అండ్ నౌన్స్. ప్రిపోజిషనల్ ఫ్రేజ్ ఫంక్షన్లో క్రియేట్ ఏ లిస్ట్ యాజ్ ప్రిపోజిషన్స్. ఓకే, సో 3 లిస్ట్ క్రియేట్ చేసి దీన్ని ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేయండి. ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేసి చెక్ చేయండి. ఓకే, first you just take the screenshot of this program, and once after executing it, okay, then you can note down in the notebook. Present అయితే స్క్రీన్షాట్ తీసుకోండి. సో ఆర్టికల్స్ నౌన్స్ ఇవన్నీ క్రియేట్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఎగ్జిక్యూటెడ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ని మీరు బుక్లో నోట్ చేసుకుందరు. కానీ is all of you taken the screenshot?
Yes ma'am.
ఓకే, ఎందుకంటే మనకి ఇంకా ఎగ్జిక్యూటెడ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ మనం ఇంకా కంప్లీట్ అవ్వలేదు కాబట్టి ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేసిన తర్వాత ప్రోగ్రామ్ బుక్లో రాద్దరు. కానీ ఫైనల్ వన్ ఈజ్ ఇన్ఫినైట్ రికర్షన్. ఓకే, వితౌట్ గివింగ్ ఏ ప్రాపర్ టెర్మినేషన్ కండిషన్ లేకపోతే మీకు ఇన్ఫినైట్ రికర్షన్ అవుతుంది. Okay, n is greater than 0 అన్నా. Okay, so n is greater than 0 అనేది మనకి సే ఇనీషియల్గా మీరు ఇచ్చిన వాల్యూని బట్టి డిపెండ్ అవుతుంది. సే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇనీషియల్ వాల్యూ 1 ఇస్తే okay, n greater than 0 అనేది ఫస్ట్ టైం జరుగుతుంది. Okay, again whenever you send the value, again 1 will be sent to the same function. Again n is the greater than 0. Again it calls the same first function. అంటే ఈ ఫంక్షన్ రిపీటెడ్గా కాల్ అవుతూ ఉంటుంది, n గ్రేటర్ దాన్ 0లోనే ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, సో ఇలాంటి దాన్ని మన ఇన్ఫినైట్ రికర్షన్ అంటాం. ఓకే, సో వెనెవర్ యూ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ లైక్ దిస్ యుల్ గెట్ ఏ ఎర్రర్ యాజ్ రికర్షన్ ఎర్రర్ లాగా వస్తుంది. మ్యాక్సిమం రికర్షన్ డెప్త్ ఈజ్ ఎక్సీడెడ్ అని వస్తుంది. ఓకే, జస్ట్ హ్యావ్ ఏ టాపిక్ అంటే ఇన్ఫినిట్ రికర్షన్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ వెనెవర్ యూ ఆర్ గివింగ్ ఏ improper termination condition or improper value or improper updation value, then you will get the infinite recursion. Okay, okay, with this the recursion topic is completed. Okay, now you can leave from the class.